7 beauty treatments you shouldn't try at home. Hello everyone, and welcome to Chic Shack. We are once again diving into the world of beauty and debunking some popular trends. While there's nothing wrong with a little DIY pampering, there are certain treatments that are best left to the professionals. From kitchen concoctions gone wrong to tools you shouldn't touch. Today, we share 7 beauty treatments you should definitely avoid at home. So, prepare to be shocked and maybe a little relieved by what you shouldn't be trying on your own. 1. Dermaplaning and roller microneedling. A general rule of thumb is that you should never perform any at-home cosmetic treatments that would require professional help. Attempting dermaplaning or roller microneedling certainly applies. While the quick YouTube search will give you tutorials, this isn't enough, as skin infections, scarring or bad skin cuts might result from incorrectly performed microneedling or dermaplaning. Since the skin is being punctured, proper sanitation also comes into question. To safely perform these treatments at home, one should have a thorough knowledge of proper sterilization techniques and be quite proficient with manipulating the roller or a blade. 2. Chemical peels. If you want a spa day at home, stick to the candles, magazines, and face masks. Things like skin resurfacing and chemical peels should be left to the pros. Although mild chemical peels can be a great way to keep your skin looking smooth and healthy, increasing the strength of the peel might result in skin burns, scarring, and unsightly pigmentation. In addition to the risk of skin infections and keloids, these same issues can stem from any kind of at-home dermabrasion treatment. 3. Lash lifts and lash extensions. Eyelash extensions falling out left and right. This can be super disheartening, but not reason enough to try any major lash extension treatment by yourself. People should not try a lash lift or lash extensions at home because you're working with professional-grade adhesives, hair relaxant, or other chemicals right next to the eye. It's impossible to get a good clean curl on a closed eye on yourself without the potential to burn or scratch your eyeball with the chemicals or the tools needed to perform these services. Unless you're able to see a professional, stick to false eyelashes, mascara, or an eyelash curler. 4. Waxing. When it comes to waxing and hair removal in general, professional technique is everything. It's the difference between loving your results or ending up like Steve Carell's 40-year-old virgin waxing scene with high levels of pain. One wrong move can lead to bleeding, ingrown hairs, or painful scarring. Even an experienced waxing technician shouldn't wax themselves. Proper waxing requires precise skin stretching and applying to tough-to-reach areas that should not be attempted alone. 5. Laser hair removal. Speaking of hair removal, you might be tempted to purchase your own at-home laser hair removal machine. Yet, according to professional dermatologists, these at-home devices are like the ones you would see in a professional setting. The major difference is that the lasers have a lower energy setting. The downside is that if you're not careful enough, you could burn yourself. Treating an area twice, for example, won't give you faster results. This is why it's so important to read the instructions carefully or just steer clear of it altogether. 6. Extracting pimples or blackheads. While it may be tempting, extracting at home can lead to many problems, including irritation, inflammation, scarring, capillary damage, and worsening of the breakout. The same goes for extracting blackheads. Squeezing blackheads can traumatize the skin, introduce bacteria, and damage the pore, which can spread debris and bacteria deeper into the tissue. This brings risk for inflammation, infection, and scarring increase. Instead of squeezing, you could use a Comedone extractor, which is a small loop on the end of the metal rod. Unlike squeezing, the Comedone extractor does not compress the sides of the pore, so there is less risk of breaking the pore walls. However, tissue damage may still occur, so it's important to be very careful if you're attempting this at home. If you're someone who's used to pore strips, there's some good news and bad news. While they will temporarily remove the blackheads, it won't do anything to prevent them from happening again. Additionally, the adhesive can cause irritation or traumatize the skin. As with any beauty treatment, be sure to use carefully and follow instructions. 7. Brow lamination. This newer and very popular service gives your face a framed and groomed look by chemically combing your eyebrows into a beautiful, bold shape. Great service for people who love a natural, clean brow, but definitely not something you should attempt at home, even with kits promoted for home use. Bottom line is, you are working with chemicals that have the potential to irritate the skin, especially because with brow services, the chemicals have to touch the skin, and if left on the skin and hair longer than you should, it can literally fry the hairs in your brows and cause damage beyond repair. The last thing you need is a browless face. So, if you like this beautiful service, seek a professional studio or salon that is professionally certified by a professional and recognized brand, and get this done by a certified brow lamination tech. Remember, everyone's skin is different. What works for one person might not work for another, and what might seem harmless could actually cause irritation, scarring, or even worse. So always prioritize safety and consult a dermatologist or licensed esthetician if you have any concerns. If you enjoyed this episode, please follow our channel, click subscribe, and share this with the people you know. Thank you, and until next time, let's be responsibly beautiful.